guys, welcome to the Marshall online demo for this, the Marshall AS100D, which is an acoustic amplifier. It's a 100-watt combo, it's very cool. There's two 8-inch speakers inside it and a whole host of effects which I'm going to take you through. We're going to start having a look at across the front panel and then check out some of the sounds and a little bit later some of the effects. Towards the end of the demo we'll be looking at the rear panel features too. So starting in the top left hand corner of the AS100D, first off, you've got Acoustic Channel 1, which consists of its own EQ and volume section. So you've got volume, bass, mid-frequency, and treble. You've also got two buttons on there. One is a phase button and one is a gain button. I'll show you what they do in just a minute. Just below that, you've got a second channel, which is similar, whereas you've got volume, bass, and treble, but you can also have an XLR input for a microphone, as well as a 1/4-inch jack for instrument. And then you've got several more switches there too. So you've got phantom power on this one. You've also got a contour control, a link to channel 1, and a phase switch too. Just across the front panel there, you've actually got another channel which is suited solely for a microphone. It doesn't have to be a microphone if you use, I don't know, electric violin or harmonica or something like that. These amps are incredibly versatile for other things other than just acoustic guitar, but they were obviously built for this purpose primarily. You've got an anti-feedback section, which will be hard to show you in this demo, but believe you me, when you wind this amp up and you've got it at a gig in volume, you can cut out all the interfering feedback by using those controls there. And then you've got your effects section. So you've got 16 different effects banks there, which we'll take a look at some of in a little while. Other things like master volume and auxiliary inputs for MP3 players, CD players, etc. makes the AS100 an incredibly versatile amp, as I've said. So let's check out some of the sounds. So first off, I've got my EQ set on about half of everything at the moment. So just over half on bass, just less than half on the mids, and about 2/3 for the treble. Going straight in with no gain or phase, this is the sound that you get. So it's a good straight up sound. If you want a little bit more, if you're into sort of finger picking style and stuff like that, that's where the gain switch comes in use. So if we go back to the reference sound that we just used, which was this. And now I bring in the gain switch. You just get a little bit more drive out of the whole thing, particularly when you start raising the volume on this, but I'm keeping it fairly moderate down on about number 3 for the volume at the moment. Then you can use the phase control as well on here. This is with the phase. And without again. The other thing of note on this channel is the mid-frequency control, which is aside from the mid control. If I drop the mids out on this and just use the mid-frequency, you have an idea of what it does independently. So the mid-frequency and the mid both on nothing, and this, like when I say nothing, the mid-frequency is on 250 Hertz where it starts. Bringing the mid-frequency up to the halfway point now. And taking it all the way up to the top. So you can hear you've got a lot of sonic scope just on that control alone, which you can really fine-tune to suit your own needs, you know. So I'll put them back where they were, and this is the sound that we get, that we originally had. Alright, so moving on to the effects section, as I said, there's 16 different effects within this amp. You've got everything, all different types of reverb and delay and chorus and phaser and stuff like that. Even the reverbs alone, you've got different types of reverb in halls and plates and rooms and stuff like that. So I'm going to show you a selection starting on On the reverbs now, what I've got is adjust and level control set just over half, so you're getting a good amount of each one. So this is bringing in the reverb now using the effects on switch. Moving on to one of the types of room reverb that are on here. And then moving up to the plates as well. So let's check out some of the other effects that we've got on here. So I'm going to take it round to something like a chorus or a flange round here. So this is the flanger. Take it onto the chorus. And then up to delay as well. And then on top of that, you've got other mixes of different effects types that you can add in. So you've got chorus and reverb and chorus and delay and stuff like that, which is really worth checking out. As I said earlier, there's a whole host of other effects on this amp. This is really scratching the surface, but to give you an initial idea of what it's all about. So that's the key features of the Marshall AS100D. What we're going to do now is check out the rear panel of this amp. On the rear panel of the Marshall AS100, you've got your foot switch input followed by your effects loop consisting of send, level and stereo return. Then you've got DI output left and right, and finally line out left and right. For more information on the Marshall AS100 and others in the range, head to marshallamps.com or your local Marshall dealer.